right, guys, we are having a great time. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna speak for y'all. I am having a great time in this metal cooler Turles celebration. I'm gonna talk about this one very fondly because I kind of have enjoyed the oh, we gotta work together to take down the 100 million metal coolers, right? I mean, obviously you guys know I like that because we did this video beating 100 million metal coolers, 10-hour video beating metal coolers, right? So we have kind of like that fun thing. And then now in kind of like the part 2, we have the ripe fruit of the tree of might, which is a godly item, right? 200% attack and defense. It's only until I think the 24th. What day does it go until? It goes until the 24th. It's going to get debuffed to all allies 20% attack and defense for one turn. That's still pretty good, by the way. Like, that's not, like, it's not going to become a loser item or anything. It's just not, right now, it's like one of the most broken things that exist in the game, right? Like, it literally, we did a video yesterday where we destroyed Festival with it, right? Like, beat it under an hour. That time would be, like, probably even 20 minutes shorter, by the way, if I was on iPhone, too. I was like, yeah, damn, we could definitely do much faster than that. It's just because Android runs it much slower. And then remember, there's also the lag now with animations, which I think is an Android exclusive thing, but, all right, so what I want to do for this video is I want to focus in on the panel missions here that exist for the ripe fruit of the tree of might. So, when we first log in during the celebration, it's funny, I've seen so many people go, how do we get the items? How do we get the items? Referring, of course, to the ripe fruit of the tree of might. Here's the answer. They're in your gift box, right? They're just sitting there in your gift box. And then I believe there's an additional 36 that we are able to get from the actual panel missions themselves. Here, we could jump back over quickly. So we get that, bam. Up to 136 can be obtained during the campaign period, yeah. 100 from the login, and then 36 as the mission rewards. So let's just go ahead and cook up all these panel missions. Let's just get all this done right here. And then we will be all good on the ripe fruit of the tree of might. So let's see. So we have those bottom 3 we have not done. Okay, I see which ones. All right. So use the ripe fruit of the tree of might, clear a stage. That's done. Clear a stage within 1 turn. Done easily, right? You have to do the Wii Sim for that. Deal 30 million damage in any event. Okay, we got that done. Yep. This is clear a challenge stage. Got it done. Clear a red zone once. Got it done. Clear a supreme magnificent battle. We have not done this. Okay. So just go do any stage. Oh, but it's... Oh, yeah, because look, stages in Supreme Magnificent Battle RE are excluded. So we'll just go do a Supreme Magnificent Battle stage quickly for that. Okay. So this one we have to do still. Clear an event in the challenge category 3 times. We did this. Clear red zone 3 times. We have not done this. We have to do the OG red zone. Okay. And then this one we have not done either. Supreme Magnificent Battle 3 times. Okay. So we just need to do these 2. Alright. That's not a problem. Because I know what will... Yeah, let's head over. There are some missions in here, for some of these earlier stages. I'll probably just do, a video for the 2 Red Zone missions, a video for the 2 Supreme Innocent Battle missions. We'll do those later. Let me... We'll do this. So I'm going to do 2 runs of this. I'll probably show 1 run, and then the second run I'll just kind of like skip through. I don't know what team. We'll just do this. I don't think we need to worry about using... Yeah, whatever, fuck it, dude. I don't think we need to worry about using any item or anything. Like, we'll just jump in here, blast it away. I am going to do a metal cooler fight for this red zone, because right now, if they're asking us to do any types of missions... I'm going to prioritize doing it in a stage where I can beat the donkey shit out of metal cooler. That's what I'm focused on doing. Because I'm trying to, help players complete the campaign. Remember, if we do... Already, we've taken down almost 50 million metal coolers. The next time they update it, will be over 50 million. Which means at the end of the campaign, as long as you have the missions done... you do have to make sure you get those panel missions to get the metal cooler core chips, right? You do have to get those chips, and then you'll be able to trade them in for stones. I'm not really in a spot where I want to beg people to hop back on the game, but I'm going to just, like, make tweets about this and stuff like that, and just be like, yeah, hey, by the way. I'll probably do it closer to when the celebration is going to finish. So what I'll probably do, we'll do one run right here, and then I'll probably just do one run off screen, and then like, for the Supreme Innocent battle, I would prefer for the Supreme Innocent battle to take down a metal cooler, but obviously Supreme Innocent battle is superclass characters, so there is no metal cooler fights in there, right? The first one is God Goku. That one's kind of long. We could do stage 3 is Blue Kaioken, one phase Blue Kaioken Goku fight. Yeah, that's what we'll do. I'll do that for the Supreme Innocent battle ones. I remember that Blue Kaioken Goku fight. He was very tricky during the 9th anniversary. Well, sort of tricky during the 9th anniversary. And then some of the later fights in there were hard. Again, I've mentioned this, but I think the whole purpose of what they did with the Supreme Innocent Battles, Ultimate Red Zones, and then doing the RE versions, it's because I think they were going to move to this, like, limited time content thing. I don't think it had, like, people, like, instantly went to, like, the darkest theory they could come up with. It's because they're worried about free-to-play players getting zones. Like, I don't know. For some reason, they definitely do want to limit some of the difficult content in some way. It probably is related to the FOMO, the fear of missing out or whatever. I don't know. But, like, the daily attempts to me is not a big deal compared to the limited time, which sucked. So I think, like, they kind of must have come up with the idea of, like, all right, we'll get, because I think people did complain quite a bit about the daily attempt limits in, like, surveys and shit, right? So lately they've proven that they care about listening to that. So they were like, oh, okay, we'll come up with a different strat. And they came up with limited time content. I guess they thought that was going to be good or, like, well received. It was not, right? So I think that they kind of, like, you know, adjusted on the fly. And they're like, okay, now instead of the... Like, so that's why we're still getting the RE content, but they're staying around forever now. I don't think, like, originally, if not for the amazing amount of pushback, I bet you those, like, the Battle of Gods, RE Supreme Innocent Battle, probably would have gone away. I bet you the Tree of Might Supreme Innocent Battle RE also would have gone away. They probably are only remaining because of the outcry from the players. So, I mean, remember, I would say the Dokkan community does love to complain a lot, right? Like, literally about everything, right? But, like, that was a moment where I think it was important for people to, you know, speak their mind. And, I mean, I would say we got the result we wanted, which was limited time content is done. Right, remember, I think there's some things that they're going to be very receptive to like that. And then there's some other stuff which, you know, probably not so much. Like, a good example I could think of is, like, carnival coins. You know, if you were not around in the Cooler Movie Worldwide, people were very angry about that, but, like, it was just, like, it kind of just, you know, continued along. But there was, like, it's not really a big deal with the carnival coins. I think, like, if they, for sure, if they had been like, all right, now we've got the orange coin type of character, and we have the black coin character, and the white coin character, and the, you know, what's another color they haven't used? I guess they have used blue, green, red, yellow. We've got the pink coin character, right? Like, you know, like, yeah, like, I would pretty much suck, but they did kind of just, like, stop. You know, so we got yellow coin LRs, Dokkan Fests, and carnivals. And then the blue coins are just basically not even really used, right? Right now, it's like you can get Elder Kais with those, and, I mean, when the Heroes units were around, we get Heroes units from them. I should have picked a better team for this. A more explosive team. I just said, oh, fuck it, I'll bring the friend in Super Saiyan 4s, and I heavily regret that. But if you're curious, I heavily regret that. Should have just did double time to Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And, of course, he shows up in slot fucking 7. Of course, right? Yeah, goddamn. We should have blitzed this much quicker. Much fucking quicker. Alright, whatever. We'll just do this. The good news is we probably will be able to just... you know, I could have just did the Dragon Fist right there. Because we're just going to kill the Metal Cooler Core next turn in, like, one hit, so... I think we'll probably just be able to do Daima Mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and that's just going to be GG. Alright, and then I'll do... I think what we'll do is we'll then just go fight Blue Kaioken, and then I'll do the 3 runs we need to do off camera, and I'll just come back and we'll complete the first board. And then remember, there is a second board as well. Okay, let's go. Alright, we'll do Mini Daima Goku first. This will kill? I think this kills. Yeah. Alright, excellent. We get the KO screen as well. Nice. Alright, so what do we want to do for Blue Kaioken? Maybe we'll just take like a villain lineup. We'll take Daddy Turles in there and go stomp Blue Kaioken. He's stage 3, because stage 1 is God Goku. Stage 2 is the ROF Blue Goku and Vegeta. And stage 3 is Blue Kaioken. So let's go do that. Okay, and we'll do stage 3 here. Because a 1-phase fight, easy peasy for us to jump in and crush, right? And I think we should have our... No, I don't. Damn. Alright, guys. Right here. We'll jump in like this. Against Blue Kaioken Goku. Funny enough, I did bring Goma. Remember, we cannot dodge in here. But Blue Kaioken Goku probably doesn't do enough damage to damage Goma anyway. So. We need to do this. Alright, goodbye. And that should take us just 2 seconds to finish him off. So once we beat him, I'll just do a couple runs off camera and we'll come back, we'll reconvene and clear out the panel missions. Alright, King Goma should be able to slaughter Goku right here. Oh! Damn, Goku actually has a little bit more juice than I was expecting. How much HP does this kid have? Goku has 150 million. Alright. Remember, this is a 9th anniversary boss. So what this Blue Kaioken Goku is right here. Alright, Metal Cooler. We could cook him, right? Go. We got him right here. Remember, this is Metal Cooler, or Final Form Cooler without any Metal Coolers. Yeah. Look how low that damage is at the start. Like, we could see really... Like, I've seen a couple of turns where Final Form Cooler, he was at, like, 57 million for all of his super attacks. Like, he could look really good. With Metal Cooler fixed and Turles out now, Final Form Cooler looks a lot better. It makes sense why, like, we kind of used him the first time, and it's like, wow, this guy is actually, like, he is underwhelming. It's because Metal Cooler was not working properly, and Turles was on the way with his ridiculous domain, right? So that's what, I mean, Final Form Cooler, I'd say he's still underwhelming. Like, he's not as good as basically every other character this year, but he's not a complete stiff, which is good. Alright, so, yeah, I will just do a couple of these runs. Yeah, we broke our record. Okay, by how much? Okay, only 3 minutes. Alright, we'll come back. Alright, guys, coming back. We have got the panel missions donezo. Pretty easy stuff there. Just doing some of those fights. Yep, so we just jump back on over. Again, we'll be able to get this first board all completed. And we're going to get a bunch of the ripe fruit of the tree of might. We're going to get some link orbs, meats, kais. So definitely got some good shit right here. Yeah, I would say this celebration overall has seemed like it's been pretty good in terms of rewards. Like, actually quite generous, right? Yeah, this is pretty good, so we'll hit this, sure. 10 stones right there, we'll take it. Alright, let's grab these. Perfect. Grab this. Perfect. Okay, oh, there's only one mission that we're gonna have to do here. Okay. Let's head on over. So, let's see. So, board 2 uses support memory. Yeah, like for example, we did this when we did the festival run, right? Because, like, if I'm going to use an item, we'll use a support memory too, right? Because I don't really use support memories often in videos unless it's, like, the video for the support memory. So, when we do videos on the ripe fruit of the tree of might, we could actually use support memories for once, which is good. Use the Fruit of the Tree of Might and clear stages 3 times. We got that done. Clear an event in the challenge category 7 times is done. Oh, clear a red zone stage in 1 turn. Okay, pretty easy. Deal 60 million damage in the challenge category. We got that done. Clear Supreme Menace in battle in 1 turn. Got that done. Deal overnight. Yeah, we did a lot more than this in the festival run. Use the ripe Fruit of the Tree of Might 5 times. Clear an event in the challenge tab 10 times. And then there's those down there, including a sticker. Okay. So all we have to do is do a red zone stage in 1 turn. I mean, that's quite easy. What's a good one? Oh, you know what? Let's do, I know who I want to fight. I want to fight... Yeah, that's it right there. This guy. This is whose ass we're kicking. With what team do we use? I guess we could just do this. I guess just hope we get a good rotation. And then there is a support memory which buffs movie bosses. That's the Broly one, right? We could just do that. We could do also the Cooler one, but Cooler buffs Wicked Bloodline. That's not going to hit like Turtles. I guess we could just do one that will buff villains. Oh, yeah. Hold on, let me find a good one that we could bring. Yeah, here we go, chat. Here's what we'll do. To the World of Void. This is the one we'll pop right here. So this will give us all allies 20% attack and defense for 7 turns when there's a super boss's category enemy. That's the one we'll pop. And we'll use one of the ripe Fruit of the Tree of Might. Let's go. This was one of my favorite fights of all time. Red Zone Cell Max. Loved this fucking guy. This is one of my favorite fights. I remember, like, I was playing RE4 Remake and doing, like, you know, showcases in here. This was a fun-ass fight. Alright, so this will give us a massive buff, and we're going to use the ripe Fruit of the Tree of Might as well. So we'll go AGL Golden Frieza slot 1, we'll go Metal Cooler slot 2, and then we got Final Form Cooler slot 3. Perfect. Dude, I love support memories. I wish that, you know, I'm like Naruto, right? Like, you know, my Nindo, man. Like, I can't. Like, you know, we could use items and stuff for the specific video, like, for the items. That's fine. And that's what we're doing here. But, you know, usually we're not really using items. So, all right, let's take a look at everyone's stats. Pretty good, pretty good. Now, let's go ahead and take a look what our stats are going to look like once we pop this bad boy. Goodbye, Cellmax. You cunt. He's fucked now. Yep, quite a nice buff. Quite a nice buff. And quite a nice buff. Rest in shit, Cellmax. I do wish we got Turles turn 1, but oh well. Stop dodging. Alright, do we think Golden Frieza will just kill Cellmax? Golden Frieza himself will probably just end this. Let's see. I think there's a really good chance he does. Not quite, but once Metal Cooler gets going, right, it's over for him. Yeah, I had a lot of fun in this fight back in the day. A lot of fun. In order to beat the event in 1 turn, obviously we would have to do a 1-phase boss. That's why, like, otherwise I would have did another Metal Cooler stage, but all the Metal Cooler stages have multiple phases. Right, because even the first Red Zone Metal Cooler stage started out against the Cyclopean Guard. Alright, so this dude will be taken out quickly here. And then after this, we're done. We have all of the panel missions done. We are good to go. Perfect. Here we go. That Cellmax was always really fun to me because, remember, every phase he would change typings. So it's like turn 1, he is AGL, turn 2, he's Tech, turn 3 is Int, turn 4, STR, and turn 5, he was Physical. I always found that to be kind of a very engaging, like, method for the enemy to be difficult or something, right? Alright, so we have that. So we should now have all of the panel missions completed here. So let's hit this. Yeah, yep, all done. We got it all done. Most of these I did, I guess, kind of, like, you know, doing, like, this video and stuff. I guess, you know, we have kind of like gotten a couple of those ones done. So let's just go ahead and grab this, and we'll have all of the ripe fruit of Triamites. We got some more Link skill balls, another 10 stones. Yeah, pretty good shit. And then if we got the metal cooler chips at the end of the celebration, we'll be able to get some more as well. Perfect. Get our complete right there. Get our stones. And chat in the hat. We're done. Mission completed. W. All right, beautiful. Okay, so there we go. All of the panel missions are completed. So chat in the hat. Let me know what you guys think about the ripe fruit of the Triamite. And all of the silliness when it comes to this campaign. Definitely very fun. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.